Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk Ray Bradbury. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please do. So today, yet again, another short story review. Today's story is Henry IX. In this short tale, on a dreary English typical day, Sam Wells is landing near the cliffs of Dover looking for his friend Harry, and he is flying the last helicopter to evacuate England. Why are they evacuating? For no reason given other than the fact that everybody hated the weather and they're moving on to warmer places like California and Jamaica. Harry, he plans to be the last man on England and to stay behind after Sam has left. He sort of reminisces about touring the famous places made important to English history through battle, through politics, through literature. And they have a conversation touching on all of these relevant points in the great storied long human history of the occupation of Britain. Sam eventually gives Harry the nickname Henry IX, which seems to make sense because as the last man in England, he is in fact the last king in a way of speaking. But as Harry passes, as Sam flies away and Harry passes over the hill over beyond the cliffs of Dover, the narrator remarks that it's as if England were once again empty at the beginning of history and just waiting for, at some point in a time to come, for man to come and occupy the place and to begin history anew. Very sort of light on plot story, but sort of high on poetry and poignancy. It's one of those stories that's hard to explain sort of in this way that we do here because there's not a lot to really talk about, but it does give you really these interesting feelings about world history, about what it'd be like to take a place that you've lived in and your ancestors have lived in for thousands of years and to suddenly abandon it and have it gone from our memory, and our absence, what will that mean? Will the land forget us? Is it what we do, what we build and create, especially through the arts, that makes the place relevant? I love that the stated reason for abandoning Britain was in fact the weather, rather than the more common disease and nuclear war and poverty and all those other things. People just really started to hate the English weather, and they realize it. Now we have the power to fly anywhere in the world. We could just easily go and live somewhere more happy and more pleasant. And also, I love the concept that it's what we do that sort of gives the land a story. There's nobody there to tell the story. Does it exist? And so now empty with nobody but Henry IX there in England, does all that go away? Does Dickens go away? Does Shakespeare and Chaucer? Does World War II? Does Big Ben? Does Buckingham Palace? Does any of that exist? Did it ever matter? I just love the idea that when we're gone, apparently the world itself won't give a shit, and it'll wait for the next thing to happen, because it'll be here whether we're here or not. Henry IX by Ray Bradbury. Neat little story, sort of hard to explain as a review. You just have to read it for yourself. It's a short one, a couple pages, but I think it will prove very moving and meaningful to you, so I highly recommend it. Alright guys, thanks for listening, and I'll be back soon with another review. Next story up is called The Messiah. Story I read the other day was actually a sort of a Messiah type story. Not sure what this one's about, but we will check that out together in a few days, so see you soon.